So, you join me today on a cycling lunch. Got a new rig for the GoPro. Trying to slow down the old shutter speed. For a bit more of that cinematic blur, hopefully. I've got an hour planned, upper end aerobic. Forgot my gloves. And yeah, this is what lunchtime looks like. So this is the town where I live. Little classic British market town. It's not bad. It's not a whole lot that goes on. Thank you. So taking this road out of town. It's got a beautiful surface. It's about a mile from the edge of town to the start of what is probably Rutland's biggest and best climb. We're going down it today, but the tarmac's good, the views are good, and it's just quite nice that it's so close to home. Right, here we go then. Kings Hill. This corner, pretty damn good. Oh, it's wet. Ah. Fold it. Right, there's a no braking corner coming up. Here we go. Woo! Yo. So it's been a month or thereabouts since my last video, so I probably owe you a bit of an update. I've got back into training, kind of moved on from one session a day to just starting to do 2 sessions per day, and it's going well. Found myself really enjoying swimming at the moment. There's something about the fact that it's always warm, it's always not raining, there's no wind. It's just a nice controlled environment to ease yourself back into things, and being from a swimming background, you can kind of get away with a bit more volume than in the other sports without it kind of completely leaving you for dead. The houses in this village are ridiculous. Quite a cool road as well. Ew. It's crazy that it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and the sun is that low in the sky. So you guys have to let me know in the comments what you reckon to the quality of this video. I wanted to do it in a higher resolution, but the memory card kept throwing out errors, so I think I might need to get a new one so I can get some crispy 2.7 or 4K resolution. Not that my laptop could handle it, mine. But yeah, it's It's a bit more effort than just a GoPro, but effectively, if you want to introduce a bit more motion blur into the image, then you have to slow down the shutter speed. On a GoPro, if you slow down the shutter speed, then the hyper smooth built-in digital image stabilization doesn't really work so well. So to combat that, you then have to have a gimbal device if you want some nice smooth footage. You also have to use an ND filter to alter the amount of light entering the camera, but in essence, this is then the end result. Pew! So the other little thing I'm doing is recording the sound of my creaky bike with an external microphone. So I've got a lapel mic, a little bit of a dead cat on it, going to my phone. So the hope is the overall effect is slightly higher quality. And yeah, this is another test of the audio, I suppose. The higher speed downhill sections. Can you hear me, or is it just a messy blur of wind noise? Right, I'm gonna go left here. The other thing I'm aware of is I do seem to be kicking the gimbal a bit. I think if I was with someone else, then I'd probably put the whole setup on my helmet instead of on this chest rig. Bit of a better angle and less risk of it being nudged. But needs must. So I haven't set any targets or goals yet for next season, but I think that pro license is definitely within reach. Potentially thinking about kicking off the season at Ironman 70.3 Mallorca. Meant to do it that first spring when the big C kicked off, the old Panny D. That's a cool G-Wagon. Yeah, so Mallorca never happened, but still got the flights booked, and it's pretty easy to get out to. I know the course, sunshine hopefully guaranteed, so I'm thinking that would be a good place to start things. There's a pro wave too this year, so means makes it eligible if I want to try and get my pro license for that race. Oh, this hedge has been cut and there is so much stuff on the road. A few standard countryside issues. See if we can go around. Should we sneak round? Oh, maybe not. Thank you. So long. Jesus Christ. What a muppet. Let's go down to the reservoir. Rink. Bit of gravel. Well, Catherine and I have actually had an offer accepted on a house, so that's pretty exciting. If everything goes to plan, where these things are quite susceptible to change, we should hopefully be in near the start of January. So the answer to your question is yes, obviously it does have a room scoped out for a pain cave. You. Oh. There you go. Gonna get a little bit closer. down to the reservoir, but just a short one. Only 20 minutes left till I gotta be home. Oh, that corner's got some ruts and it's tarmac. So speaking of ruts, the other thing we've been doing quite a bit of recently is mountain biking. Been over to Cannock Chase. Got this very tasty clip of Catherine on the lower cliff descent there. It's just been great. Like that week we went away in the summer to Scotland, massively helped the skills. I think this is for the car behind me, but thank you. Yeah, and now it's just quite nice to go and do something a bit different. Still cycling, but not quite the same, is it? So that's the Ibrook, the reservoir. Good bird watching spots along the side of this reservoir. Any of you birding people out there? I think the whole reservoir is actually a bird sanctuary, so you can't get down to it, but there's a few little holes in this hedge where you can have a peek through, check out the feathers. So before any of that other stuff, next weekend we're heading down to Surrey, see some family. Not American, but we're actually doing a Thanksgiving dinner, you know, food's pretty good, so any excuse for themed food, count me in. They live quite near to Swinley, which has a fair few mountain bike trails, so I think we're going to take the bikes, explore a bit. If not there, then maybe head over to the New Forest for a bit. So plenty of options, but I'll make sure to take the camera. So this ride's been a bit of a lollipop stick ride, and we're now going back down the lollipop stick. So this is the descent from the start of the ride. So rather than bore you with the same as the beginning in reverse, I think I'll wrap the video up here. Yeah, you have to let me know what you think of this new camera rig setup. How's the audio? How's the look and feel of the video? Very aware I'm probably going to need to scale it up to a better resolution. And if it does work, I'm quite excited to get out and ride in some beautiful places. So hit me up if you want to show me a beautiful route or descent or whatever. I'm quite keen to travel, so yeah, I appreciate you being patient with the uploading the videos. It's been a bit quiet. This time of year there's not a whole lot of training going on, nothing epic, it's just getting back into things really, and I hope it's the same for you guys, enjoying it, and looking forward to another winter of hard work. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully see you soon next weekend for a bit of mountain biking. See you then.